Watch the ride.
Hello everyone, how are you? Fine, thank you. Welcome to another video. As you know, I've done bike trader videos over the years, and just recently, as in today, I did a video on the cheapest bikes on Bike Trader, and I did one on the most expensive bikes on Bike Trader, and today I'm going to be looking at things, well now, I'm going to be looking at things that I want to see, like how much a DRZ's going for, and things like that. DRZ 400. 4.6, 4.5, I'm sure that's been on here for years. I'm almost positive that this very bike with this very image has been on here since the last time I looked. And if anyone wishes to spend the time to go and look and see if it is the same bike, thank you. Okay, so going on the current prices, I will have made a nice little profit on the purchase cost of my DRZ. They have gone up quite a bit. And actually, I want to have a look at this one. It stands out as being a lot cleaner than the other ones. Nice. I quite like the colour scheme. The graphics kit you've put on it. It's got most of the... Oh, the seat looks alright as well, actually. Frame looks good. There's no rust down in this hole, which that I can see too much of, which is a place it always shows up. Fork seals don't look like they're leaking. Yeah, I mean, that is a tidy looking DRZ. I love it when people write things like this. Excuse me. Here we have this very nice special Suzuki DRZ 400 SM. Nice graphics. Misspelled. Sorry. Custom made seat. Is it? Because it looks like a standard one you can just buy. Sports exhaust. What does that even mean? All in great working condition, fully serviced and recent MOT. All books are present. Financing and delivery range. Okay, so it looks like a genuine... But I know I'm taking the piss a bit here, but that looks like a tidy bike. If I was interested in a DRZ, that looks very good. But it is on the closer side to $5,000. And when I first started looking at getting a DRZ many years ago, okay, 1,500, 1,800 for a really bad one, $2,000 for an okay one, 2.5 for a really good one. I paid 3,300 for my DRZ from a dealership, and that was with 7,000 miles on it, 2008, completely mint, basically, really. Although the bore had been a bit shagged. The reality is, because of all the work I've done to mine since, total cost of stuff going into it, if you ever watched the last build project, the total amount that went into it, including purchase costs, is about $10,000. So it doesn't matter what I sell that bike for, which I'm not going to. I'm never making that money back. Now, just know here, I will say, a lot of that cost is actually in parts that I didn't pay for directly. I got them for doing videos on the bike. So it's a bit of a YouTuber example. You know, people are like, you can do this at home. Now I'm going to put 10 grand's worth of parts on it because I was given them. But then I suppose at least you get to see lots of different possible ideas and you can pick and choose what you want. So that's where the DRZ is. 4 and a bit grand. Wow. I want to have a look at 125cc's and see what they're going for these days. Okay, so I've gone by most expensive 125s because, you know, this will give us the answer quicker. Yeah, 0S, not surprised. I'm sorry, a Honda CB1000R. They've listed it as a 125. Maidstone Honda. Somebody get on it. It's not a 125. 0FXE, $9,000. Oh, man, I do like that bike. Nearly $4,000. Nearly $4,000 for a Honda. Nearly $4,000 for a Grom. That's a bike that people have wanted me to do a review on because it's got the battery in a suitcase. But never had the opportunity for that. Honda NSR 125, yep, I can understand why that's up near $6,000. A Yamaha MT 125 for nearly £6,000. It's because it's new. They are nearly $6,000. Do you remember when we joked about? I joked years ago saying about 125s are going to be $5,000 before you know it. 6. Who is 17 and has £6,000? The most expensive bike I've ever bought is $3,300. I would not spend 6 on a 125. I wouldn't spend 6 on a bike now. There's so many other things you can get for 6 grand. Jesus. Let's see what's available between the £1,000 and £2,000 mark. Scooters. Yamaha. Sinis Hoodlim. Mash. Keyway. Lex Moto. Honda. We've got a PCX 125 for 2 grand. 2019. That sounds a bit cheap, doesn't it? What is wrong with it? Next MOT due 7th. Okay. I thought that would be worth more than that. Maybe it's because it's older. I've been scrolling and scrolling, and it's interesting to note that every single bike at 2 grand pretty much is Chinese. The lower end of the bike market has been entirely taken by the Chinese. I said it would happen. I said if the other brands keep pushing the prices up and up and up, it's going to price people out of biking, and they'll just go to the Chinese bikes instead. And I'm not getting into a Chinese bike debate now. I've done that for 10 years. I think I've been proven, that what I said over the time was actually pretty accurate. It's a van for 2 grand. It is a genuine van for 2 grand. I did like the 200 version I rode of this. 200 or 250? 200. But the handling with that giant tyre is interesting to say the least. I'm interested to know how much old RS125s are going for these days. No, I want old. Like 1992. Yeah. From. No. To. 95. Got 1. Now look at that, Aprilia RS 125, 125R Extrema petrol manual, 94, 95, 34 brake horsepower. It's a very clean example. This is an excellent version of a classic, very rare. Very good condition. What about the engine? The bike was recently worked on, pretty new exhaust system, tuning, racing air filter, blah blah, sounds amazing, wicked power band. Okay, so it's running, so 4.5 grand and you can get yourself a nutty little 125. I mean, I hope you like doing maintenance, but Oh, what? They made a Tuono 125? I didn't even know the existence of this bike, and I have never seen a chain look so mangled as what is going on in this image. Please do a closer image of the other side. No, the other side of the wheel, the other side, please, the other side of the bike, please. Why didn't you literally put it against a wall and took a picture of, and multiple pictures at the same side of the, am I going around in a circle looking at them? No, there is 64 images. There is actually 64 images. It's got a tax disc on it for 14. Come on. You moved it away from the wall, right? You took 64 images. You uploaded every single one of them, and you definitely didn't neglect to do the right-hand side of the bike, right? You wouldn't upload 64. It still looks mangled. Oh, God. Please. Oh, wait, you did turn it around, but I want to see that sprocket. Okay, I'm guessing it's just dirt. Okay, the last thing we're going to look at is the highest mileage bikes. Okay, a Goldwing at 131,000 miles. That makes sense. And then we've added on another Goldwing with over 100,000 miles. That makes sense. Big old BMWs. Okay, I'm going to look at least 50. See, you go by at least 50,000 miles and you've gone down to 108 bikes in the country. A 1977 bike with less miles on it than my XJ6. A 74 with slightly more miles. A 93 with less miles. Mine is a 2010 and has 60,000 miles on it. And this is a 1999 and has 50,000. It was made for the road. We looked at that bike in the cheapest bikes video. I didn't even realise it had 50,000 miles on it as well. Christ. I just realised I was limited by up to 2005, which I don't think is going to make a huge difference. But I've just noticed that we have a Kawasaki KX250 here with 1,234,567 miles on it. And I'm telling you, it doesn't look a day over 100,000 miles old. That's amazing. Okay, if I went by 50,000 miles again, now I've got some newer things. Yeah, 2001, 2013 with 50,000 miles on it. Yeah, that's why I was so confused. I'm like, why is everything so old and nothing new with the decent mileage on it? It's one of the Kachonka things. Look at the size of the Kachonki thing. I get it, they're like Dakar bikes, and that's all fuel tank as far as I know, but that's very orange. I feel like that's style over substance, putting orange over your display, or maybe there is a special reason for it and it's readable in the orange sands. Oh, double fuel tank. Double fuel tank, it is a long range tank. So we've got a 2009, so a year older than mine. That's not a naked. It's the semi-fed or semi-naked, depending on you look at it. 27,000 with 30,000 miles, and it's okay. 2010, same year, 20,000 miles, $2.5 grand. Okay, so mine, wow. Okay, the XJ6 is worth a lot less than my DRZ. That's funny. 2010 with 18,000 miles on it, $2.5 grand. It's probably in perfectly good nick as well. Although again, seriously, taking your images at dusk, probably not the best. Oh, they really don't care. This is a lot number. I mean, that's $2.5 grand for a perfectly good bike, which will go on for another 40, 50, 60, I don't know, whatever, 1,000 miles. Just needs minimal maintenance, as far as I know with mine. I'm really having to touch wood here because I'm risking fate. But yeah, okay, that was interesting. Right, well, there you go. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do. If you've got any ideas for videos along these lines while my back is still recovering, go for it. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one, and thank you for supporting me through Patreon. Bye-bye.